Dave Ramsey saved millions of Americans from drowning in debt, and then he made them spend the rest of their life afraid of the water. If you follow his plan and still feel stuck, there's a reason, and it's not what you think. First, let me give him real credit. People have gotten out of crushing debt because of Ramsey. A marriage survived because of him. Families stopped panicking every time the car broke down because of him. That's not nothing. That's actually a lot. But here's what nobody talks about. The thing he used to save his audience is the same thing now keeping them small. And most of his followers can't see it because they're still grateful he saved them. Ramsey's entire framework runs on one engine: fear of debt, fear of credit cards, fear of risk, fear of the stock market beyond a safe index, fear of leverage in any form. And that fear was the right medicine when his audience was drowning, because fear is what pulls a drowning person to the shore. It is what stopped them from making one more catastrophic decision. But fear is a terrible foundation to build a life on, and almost nobody on his plan ever transition out of it. They get out of debt and they're still afraid. They build an emergency fund but still feel afraid. They hit their saving target and still feel afraid because he never taught them how to think. He just gave them a set of rules to follow until the danger passed. And then he never told them the danger was over. So they spent the rest of their life in defensive mode, driving used car they're scared to upgrade, refusing leverage that could compound them, watching opportunities pass because anything that isn't mutual fund feels like a threat. This is a part most people miss. You cannot build a great life on a foundation of fear, even if that fear once saved your life. Fear is a great emergency response, but it's a terrible operating system. The men who actually build wealth, real wealth, not just comfortable retirement, operate from systems and probabilities. They take asymmetric bet where the downside is capped and the upside compound. They use leverage with rules around it. They think in decades, not paychecks. That's a complete different mental engine than the one Ramsey teaches. And you can't just upgrade from one to another. Ramsey rescues people, but he does not teach them how to swim. There's a difference between being grateful to someone who pulled you out of the water and letting them convince you the ocean is always trying to kill you. Real freedom isn't never feeling afraid again. It is learning to operate from something better than fear.